Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And today on the hill, Framber Valdez.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fouled off left side. In there. And so now 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
The other way, and foul ball. Manzardo goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that's a strike.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Way inside, and that hit him.
Batting fourth, first
and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Valdez moved to first, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike. This to third. Ramirez sends it to first, And they get Altuve for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, bases empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Yordan Alvarez. The next to hit takes ball 1.
Let's go, Yordan.
Just missed.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a foul ball. Now it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First baseman.
So man aboard, and now it's Christian Walker. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And there's a ball. Yainer Diaz waiting for a turn at the plate. Two outs. Right through there for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one hit to right. Noel, long run, makes the grab on the run, and the inning is over. One left for Houston, scoreless after 1. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Valdez back to work. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer.
Good tough jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
That one missed.
Count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Batting fifth, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Here comes Lane Thomas. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. No score here in the second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the dirt, now 1-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first, and Thomas is out.
Batting sixth, second baseman Angel Martinez.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman Angel Martinez.
Here we go, Astros. Here we go.
Fastball for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Way
2
inside.
strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. That's a slider for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another
0-2
breaking
the
ball.
count.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, the shortstop Jeremy Pena.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No ball,
and it's
2
0-2. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here in Houston. Now here is Jhonkensy Noel.
Jhonkensy Noel.
To the right side. Throws to first in time. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Line drive.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Here's Brian Rocchio, a switch hitter batting right. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room. It's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Ben Gamel. Swinging a foul straight back. And that is out of play. Backed off the plate that time. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Thomas going back on this one. Hits the fence. Round second, digging for 3rd. He's safe, and that's a triple off the wall.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That one is absolutely belted. Kwan sprinting after it. And it one-hops the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Isaac Paredes will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Man at second. Now 1-1. Outside with a breaking ball. That one finds the zone, and the count is even, 2-2. That's inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
First and second, 1 out. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Altuve, the lead runner at second. Paredes at first, 1 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
So 2 down now, and here is Christian Walker. Fly to right his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dyken Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Stephen Kwan. That misses. Ball 1. Kwan, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Just missed.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Ground ball, left side, down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Blue, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. A good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike one. Inside, just missed. Lifted in the air, right center field. Myers sizes this one up. Drops into the glove, and there's two away.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. That one drifts inside. Ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. One left for the Guardians. They're down 1-0. Back here in Houston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Fastball is outside.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And there's a foul ball. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's a hit. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
First and second, no outs. McCormick digs in now. He's 0 for 1. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Here's Ben Gamble. Struck out swinging his first time. Out towards right center field. Thomas under it. Out number 2. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake Myers. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And a foul ball.
That's a ball.
That one fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 left for the Astros. They lead it 1-0. New inning getting started. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Valdez back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You know, these Guardians just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo.
Martinez.
Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Valdez moved to first. And he's back in safely.
Ball.
And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. McCormick going back, up against the wall, and brings it in.
Now batting, right fielder John Noel.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Noel up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Snap throw to first, and he's back in safely. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. Two outs. Not close with that one. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And now 2-2. Noel off of first with 2 away. That misses, and a full count now.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Guardians lead 1, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Throw to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Fastball for a strike at 95. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. A strikeout and a walk. Ball 1, no strikes. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball. That one missed. Bouncer to second. Throw on to Santana. That is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Houston, all set for the top of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that is downstairs. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
And now, Stephen Kwan. There's a high chopper. In plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. And it is 2-1. And fouled off. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Runners at the corners here. One away. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Rocchio on third. Manzardo over at first with one away. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-1.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Outside low, and it's 3-2. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout and looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
At the plate, Carlos Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Astros 1 and the Guardians nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's ripped. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 2.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Paul Sewald up and throwing. Heron also getting ready. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Chopped left side, but it kicks foul. And that one wrapped foul. Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit.
Jeremy Pena.
And a foul ball. Grounder might be 2. Throws to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Astros 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at Dyken Park. And now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. And ball 1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu appears to be getting loose. Scott getting loose as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, right field. And it drops in. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Martinez will hit next. Out to short. Pena fires across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. Ripped into left for a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And this game is tied in the 7th.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Off balance speed, there's 1 to Walker, and that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Gaddis.
Now pitching for Cleveland. Number 33. Hunter Gaddis.
Now it's going to be Chas McCormick.
Left fielder, Chas McCormick.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. Gaddis, the tall righty, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That one misses. 1-2 to count. Got him swinging.
Now
the right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Ben Gamble.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake.
And next to hit for Houston,
Myers.
Jake Myers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That misses the zone. Ball one.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Astros are down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Brian Abreu.
Pitch hitter coming on, Daniel Steven. He represents the go-ahead run. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and now 1 away.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Now batting,
Kyle
designated
Manzardo,
hitter,
the
Kyle
next to hit.
Manzardo.
0 for 3 in this one. Lined into right. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Right through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Abreu over to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Guardians fail to score. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
36.
bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
Cade Smith.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Ripped to first, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Isaac Paredes.
And now Isaac Paredes. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tim Herron getting ready to go. Sewald, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering upstairs. And fires in a fastball at 95. Next one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yordan Alvarez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Gassed it right by him. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. In for a strike. 0-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up and in, ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Abreu back to work. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one fouled off. And that one is inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for Cleveland,
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Ball 1, no
This
strike.
one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Two balls, no strikes to count. Inside, almost got him.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Here's a 3-0. Yeah. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
now batting, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Abreu picks over. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Yeah, that's fouled off. And the pitch. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Well, you can get away a little bit with not being so accurate when you've got such a great arm and you get rid of it quickly. And that's what happened right there. He made up for the lack of accuracy with excellent velocity. Nice job with the catch and throw right there.
Pitch misses there. And it's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing here this half. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in Houston, bottom of the 9th. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Gone! Ball game. He muscles that one out of here. And the Astros walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. A nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Traders, I gave you hard